Welcome to Driveway Garage. Today I'm working on a 2000 Volkswagen Beetle, and the handle on the glove box broke. This isn't my car, it belongs to somebody else, and they bought a used glove box sitting over there from a junkyard, and he wanted me to put it in for him. So I watched a few videos. The first thing you have to do is take off the side panel, and I'm just going to use the trim tool. Pop it off of there, and once you pop it loose, it just pulls out of there. Now, from what I read or heard, these are T20, what do they call those? Star bits, whatever. There's one there. There's one there. There's 3 on the bottom. I guess I'm going to have to figure out how to get his glove box open, because there's either 3 or 5 on the inside too. So let me get my star wrench and start taking this apart. Well, they are T20s. Now I've got this chemo cordless drill ratchet, and it's on 90 degrees, so it's great for getting in tight spots like this. I can just put it in here and back that screw right out. And drop it, and then look for it. Well, look at that. I found it. Anyway, I'm gonna get the bottom 3 out, but I still have to figure out how to open that glove box. Because normally, there's a pin that comes over here and one on the other side, and when you pull on the handle, it pulls those prongs in and releases the glove box. And I'm going to have to do that before I can remove it because of the screws that are in there. I'm hoping I don't have to try to pry it open, but if I do, I will. Well, I got the glove box open. You can see there's a screw there, one over there, and I think there's 3 on the bottom. And the way the glove box works, see those 2 little prongs sticking out in there? You just grab those and push them down, and that is what releases the glove box, and then it'll come down. So let me get these screws out of here. And there's, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and then I think the glove box come out, and there's a light over there, it looks like, so there's probably an electrical connection. I remembered there being another screw. I couldn't remember where it was, but I think you have to pop that cover off, and I think the screw is right there. We'll find out. I can see somebody's taken this off before me, because there's a screw there and there's one there, and somebody broke that one. And that screw is right on the back of this black panel. So you got one over there and you got one here, and then it comes out. Then you have a couple electrical connectors. This one on the outside, you pull this tab back and then pull the electrical connector out. And then, if I remember right from my videos I watched, you have to move this piece of the tab right here out with the screwdriver or something. Oh, I guess it's this part right here. Pry that out, and then that one will come off of there. So I found a hidden screw that was right here. And you have to take this bottom cover off that has emergency flashers and the rear defrost. And there's a screw toward the front on that side, front on this side, and there was on this one they had one over here also with the washer on it, because somebody already broke it. So you'll see there's going to be a screw goes in that hole, and this is the one that was broken off, but I found it, so you got to take that cover off to get to that screw. Now I'm going to put it back together. So when you're putting it back together, you've got to get the gray part here to slide in behind this black part, and it slides behind this piece of plastic, but on the front of that piece of plastic. And then there's a little tab here. Once you get it up close, this corner has to miss this corner, You have to pull out on this tab to get this to slide up over that alignment notch or peg, and you kind of have to pull this out so it goes up, and there's a little bit of a tab inside of here that lines up too. Once you get all that back together, it snaps into place. Don't forget your electrical connectors, and then you can start putting the screws back in it. Now the two screws that were on the outside here are a little bit longer than the rest of them. There's one of them, and there's one of them. The rest of the screws, well, maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was a couple that were longer. Maybe they're all the same. Forget that. All right, well, I'm gonna put the screws back together and see if we can finish this up. Okay, just a short recap. We gotta take this side panel off with the trim tool, and you have two screws on that side, and there's 3 screws at the bottom. When you open the glove box, there's 2 screws at the top, and then when you get the glove box out, there's 2 electrical connectors. Now on this one, there's a screw on this part where the emergency flashers is and the defrost. There's a screw going straight up there, one on the other side. And then this has a little lip back here that slides in behind here. And behind this panel, and this one as you can see is broken, there's a couple screws. And I think they just go in far enough so that this can slide up over them. They don't go tight. And then you take this cover off, and there's a screw there. Ah, and there goes the cover. I'll have to snap that back in. I've got an extra that came with a new glove box, so. And I think that's it. Lining it up is the hard part, because you got to get it on the outside of this piece, in behind these pieces, and then over in here everything has to kind of go together pretty tight. There's a notch here you got to worry about, a couple tabs over here that have to line up. All in all though, it's probably a half-hour job. It's not too bad. If you're just trying to fix this, I saw a guy that epoxied these parts onto the broken part inside there, and it worked. But he said he used an epoxy, but if he had to do it over again, well, he did do it over again. The first fix lasted 6 months, then he used JB Weld, and it lasted over 2 years and still going. So hope this helps you out. You're welcome to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.